Hello everyone. So guys, how are you? Let me check whether I'm audible or not. Good morning, Vanishri, how are you? Am I audible, Vani? I guess am I audible, Vani? I guess my voice is audible to you. Let me just share the link. Do like the session, everyone. That would be great if you like the session. Okay, fine. So guys, again, today I'm just starting a new series, which is SBI PO Prelims questions. It's a Quant PYP asked in 2025. Detailed solution we'll discuss. Almost the question which will which we will taking today, I will solve that question in a very, I would say, detailed way, so that every one of you can understand what kind of questions they are asking, how they are asking, what need to be done. And we are basically, guys, we will focus on this. If you can like see that we will focus on this basically on the part of, I would say, quant. Okay, not the chapter. I'll discuss the quadratic equation as well, but not right now. Today we are going to discuss the quadratic part. Okay, because I know that quadratic they do nothing, means in the pre-exam also in the quadratic they do like nothing. They simple ask a question. If you have that understanding, you can solve. So basically the question which I'm taking today is of arithmetic, right? Is of arithmetic. So today I will be taking a question of arithmetic. Okay, for that, see, the point is of taking that question is that ki everyone you should understand ki okay, this is they're asking, basically this is the nature of question they're asking, and this is the nature of the question, that this is how we need to follow the process. So let me start with the question. I hope you guys are there. So guys, let me start with the question. I have taken all the questions from the past PYQs. Okay, so let me start. So first question is in front of you, everyone, and this is again a bit a bit a good question asked in the exam. Okay, we have a sum. Let me give you the timer also, because if you have a timer you can solve this question. I give you the time of 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute, or let's say, I would say 1 minute. I would say fine. Let's say go for 2.5 minutes. Okay, so that all of you can understand. Let's go for 2.5 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Please solve, everyone. Please solve. Please solve. How can you solve this question? Come on, guys, say. So we'll do this slowly, that so that every one of you can understand the logic behind it, and then we'll solve the question. And also don't forget, guys, this is 201.60. Okay, I think this have been mistaken from my end. Okay, that's fine. Come on, everyone, please do it. Okay, please do it slowly. Do not like go for hurry. Try to understand the logic, that what kind of question they are asking. Isn't we need to have tricks, or we need to clear the concept? First of all, I'll talk about the concept, and then we'll go for a tricks also, if it is being allowed. Definitely we'll go for the trick if it has been allowed in the question. If it will be the demand of the question, then I'll go for the trick. If not, then we'll solve the question as it is. Okay. So I think I have given you the enough time. Let me just do it. A sum 2p is invested in a scheme A. First of all, understand the language and then try solving it. Okay. First of all, understand the language. Might be you have seen this question earlier. Might be you haven't seen this question. A sum 2p. Let's say I take like p would be in my terms. I take p as an 100A, right? So can I say for the first condition it would be 200A? Correct? No. Okay. Invested in scheme A for 4 years at 10%. So for 4 years, I would say 10% for 4 years, correct? Now, see, this is the time that you are required to write. Even though if you don't want to write, you can be like, this would be very easy for you. Okay, fine. Now, when you get and the amount received from scheme A is invested. So basically, what is the amount received? First of all, the interest 40 and then 40% of this, which is 80. So can I say the amount here would be 280A, right? Now, see, these things you cannot also write. If you have a mentally calculation, you can also calculate this thing mentally. Now this is again this portion, which is again I would say which is 280A, correct? Right. Everyone, if you guys are listening me, please comment. I hope am I audible? Which is here, right, guys? 280A which is here 280A, right? 280A basically invested in scheme B for 5 years 8%. Okay, now it is going for 5 years for 8%. Now 8 5s are 40, again 40% means 40%. So you will land up to, if it would be 50%, half of it, 40% would be how much? 392, correct? I hope this is clear. 392A. Come on, is this much clear, guys? Now see, this question has been done if you have cleared this all part. Basically what? The difference between the total amount received from scheme A and scheme B both. So basically in scheme B you received 392A, in scheme A you receive 280A. This is the difference. Is it right? This is the difference. What is the difference, guys? So you would say the difference would be how much? How much would be the difference? Come on, say fast. What should be the difference? Everyone in the class. Come on, guys, say. Now, anyone? Have you guys understood? Good morning, good morning. What is the difference here? Come on. Say fast, everyone. So you will say that 392A upon 280A, correct? So this would be how much? This would be 2. This would be 1. So can I say 112A? So difference is 112A, and the difference according to you is 112A, but according to the question it is 201.60, correct? So you can from here figure it out the value of A, basically. Value of A, correct? Now how come A will come? Come on, say 2 just 16. So basically can I say the A would be like 1.8? A would be 1.8. You can check by yourself. A would be 1.8. Okay. Because it will go with 18 times, no? 112A into 18 would be, it will go like, yes, A would be 1.8. Okay. Now they are saying find the total amount received in scheme B. Scheme B is what? So scheme B is 280. So 280 multiplied by 18 by 10, which is 0 gets cancelled out. Now if you have an option, that is very easy. If you don't have option, that would be like huddle for you. But 8 8s are 64, 4 16 0 5. So the amount invested is 504 is the correct answer. I hope everyone got this. Amount invested is 504. Is it correct? First of all, understand the logic. Now through this separation you can solve any problem. Through this separation you can solve any problem. 200A, first of all, it has been given in the question what I assumed. Is it right? Let me check my voices. Amount invested is 504. Is it? Again saying it was given in the question 10%, 4 years, amount would be 280A. Then again this amount will become principal for this for 5 years. 8% 40, that would be 392, and the difference is 112a is equal to 201.60. The value of a would be 1.8, and you need to ask the amount invested. So 280 into 18 by 10 would be, why 18 by 10? Because a value is 1.8, so that's why I've done 18 by 10 is equal to 504 answer. I hope this much is clear to everyone. Let's go for second question. Come on, try this. Try this question, guys. Come on. Now, come on. This is the next question. Let me give you the timer for it. Now, I'll not give you the much more time. 1 minute is enough, I guess. So, guys, come on, try. Rupees X plus 500 is invested in scheme A for 5 years at 10% simple interest. Okay. 5 years for 10%, 50. Correct, no? 150. The received amount is invested in a scheme B offering 10% interest for 2 years. 10% interest for 2 years. Okay. That's fine. Compound interest. Now, this is another part, guys. This is compounding. 21. Yeah. Anyone? Anyone have solved this? Come on. Any one of you? Try, guys, one time if you can try. First of all, you can just make a table like that, okay? Be very comfortable with the question and just make a table. X plus 500 is invested in scheme A for 5 years at 10%, okay? So can I write X plus 500, okay, is invested in scheme A for 5 years. So they are saying for 5 years at 10%, correct? So basically, if I assume this should be 100, the amount would be 150%, and 150% is nothing but 150 by 100, correct, which is 3 by 2. So of this I need 3 by 2, correct? Of this I need 3 by 2. So I'll write X plus 500 of this would be 3 by 2, correct? Now this has been invested, this whole thing, because they have said the received amount. This is the received amount, na? Firstly, I have assumed this value should be 100, and this is 10% for 5 years. This should be 150%, which is 3 by 2. So of 3 by 2 will be my amount. Okay, fine. This is invested offering 10% interest for 2 years. Now 10% interest for 2 years, but it is compounding. See, guys, if this would be SI, it would be 20%, but in case of CI, it would be 1% increase, which is 21%. I have taught you many a times. So can I say this would be into multiplied by 21 by 10? Correct? Makes sense, everybody? 21 by 100. Correct? Interest received from scheme B was equal to 3780. Now this is basically equal to what? 3780. So can I write this is would be equal to 3780. Now this, see, the point is that you need to solve this part to get your answer. Correct? How can you do so? Firstly, you need to react, sir. Okay, how can I do so? Let's go for it. First of all, this would be how much? 0 times, okay. Then this would be how much? Wait a minute. 21 times it will go, it will become how much? Okay, so this will be x plus 2 cancel out 120. X plus what? Come on, say. X plus 500 would be equal to, options are only A, B, C. Okay, this one. Okay, so value of x would be equal to how much? It would be, x would be equal to 11,500, which I would say option D would be that option. Okay, option D, which is 11,000 is our answer. Correct? Got this point? Again, I would say easy question, easy to understand. Correct? No? Say, guys, it is easy or not? So each and every question we are solving here is basically making sense to all of you. That should make sense as well. Come on, say. That should also make sense to all of you. Okay, let's try next problem. We should move to the next problem. Oh, come on, try this. A nice question, I would say. Let me give you the timer for given. Aman invested X plus 916 scheme A for 6 years at 15%. Okay. So SI would be 90 and he received 3x minus 420 as a total amount after 6 years. Okay. He invested this Y. He invested rupees Y in scheme A for same time, same rate and received 2x minus 20. Okay. But there is no need of asking, getting a value of two x minus, because if you want to figure out the value of y, that would be very easy for you. Okay, first you need to figure it out the value of x. So 2x 80. Yes, understood. Come on, try. Try this question, everyone. Please try. See, you can answer it this or not. It's a very good question, by the way. You all can try this. No one? Fine. A man invested rupees x plus 960. Okay. So x plus 960 was invested in scheme A for 6 years. In scheme A, 6 years, 15%. The interest would be 90%. Correct? No? This is till now, it is fine. 90% would be the interest. Okay. But if I assume, see again, if I assume this should be 100. then the amount would become 119 by 100. Correct, no? Sorry, 190 by 100, which is 90 by 20. That's what my assumption. And he received rupees. Now see, what you received is very important. What they are giving you is also very important. So from here, x plus 960 by 100 multiplied by 19 by 10 is equal to what? Is equal to 3x minus 420. Correct? Makes sense? I think no. Now here is the part of calculation that you need to understood. 10x, 3x, okay, 19x. So here would be 11x. First of all, this would be 11x, and this would be 60 multiply 19, 30, 11x, okay, and 420, 4200. That would be around, I would say, 224. Please check. 00. Is it right? I have done any mistake? Because this was the part of calculation. No, there would be one more 4. Sorry. There would be one more 4. Let me just. Now it's fine. Okay. So what is the value of x from here? The value of x from here would be 2040. Now, if the value of x is basically 2040, now if he invested rupees y in a scheme A for same time, means y in a scheme A for same time means for 6 years at 15%. Correct? Is it fine now? Scheme Y was there, he's investing 6%, 15 years. Again, he would receive 90% as an interest, but he received 2x minus 280. What he received? He received 2x minus 180. So again, I would write y multiplied by 190. Amount would be 190 by 100 is equal to 2x. The value of 2x would be 2 into 2040 minus 280, which is 0804. 4080 minus 280 would be 3800. So that would be equal to 3800. So this 0, sorry, this 0 gets cancelled out. 19 2 ja. So basically the value of y would be 2000. Answer is 2000. Good morning. Understood this question? The value of y would be 2000. Understood? So see, these are the, like, I would say 5 questions which I essentially find is very important for your exam. And how, see, nothing trick is required. You can do these questions mentally also, but I have shown you, if this logic is clear to you, you can apply the same thing in the mains exam also. No doubt I have seen this question, means the same kind of question I have seen in SBI clerk also. You should understand this same kind of question I have seen in SBI clerk also. So the question which are coming in SBI clerk are somehow being changed. The figures, the statement are coming in that manner in word problem, I would say, coming in SBI PO Pre. So see, this is the level of content which we are following. Good morning, Karmik, right? So you guys need to understand. Let's go for some easy questions, right? Let's go for some easy questions. Again, I have taken this from, yeah, you have this one. Come on, try, guys. I think you can answer this. I think you can answer this. Come on. A very easy one. Way easy one, I would say. Come on, answer me, everyone. Let me give you the timer for this. I will give you the detailed solution. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. No trick, nothing. Those who are fresher, they should see that how you can understand. Okay. First of all, this is pretty much clear, guys. In my paid classes, I've guided you the one thing. You know that, which is what? In the paid classes, I've said you one thing. If there is a equation like 6x square minus 17x plus 10 is equal to 0, then the roots of these equation, this basically equation would be, two roots would be positive. You can do like, you know that this is 60, okay, and this is 6x square minus 12x minus 5x plus 10 would be like that, okay. You need to understand. Then you can take a common, you can take common 6x from here, this will be x minus 2 here. Again taking common 5 minus 5, this would be again x minus 2. So you can see the roots basically, okay. So the roots, which is equals to 0. So roots of the equation is 6x minus 5 equals to 0 and 6x equals to 5x equals to 5 by 6 for the first one, and for the second, if you are not aware about, x equals to 2, correct. So you have two roots of this equation, which is x equals to 5 by 6 and other is x equals to 2. As I said, positive. Again, this is also you are giving like, taking like positive, okay, which is 5y square minus 28 plus 15. Now you need to like crack out fastly, then only you can answer this, okay. Okay, everyone, getting the point? Now what is 15 5 is 75, so you can like write down 25 into 3, that will also make sense. So 5y square minus 25y minus 5y no, no, 3y, it would be 3y, no, 28 minus 3y minus plus 15 would be 0. Let's see how this is happening. Can I take y as in common? If I take y common, there would be, if I take y common, this would be like y minus 5y common, y minus 5y, okay. What has happened to me? It should be 5 only. 5 only. Minus, can I take common anything? Yes, I can take common minus 3. So inside would be again y minus 5, correct. So you have again two roots with where one is what? One is y equals to 5, other is what? Other is 5y equals to minus 3, y equals to 3 by 5. Can you have any relation with these two equations? Now you need to trigger out the relation between these two equations. So write down here, which is x equals to 5 by 6 and then x equals to 2. Now come on, see. If you go for comparing this value with this one, which one is greater? You will say y is greater, sir, with x. Compare with this value, this is 5 by 6. Again, this would be point something. So y is greater, correct, no? But 3 by 5, again 1 by 5 is what? This would be 0.6. It would be 0.6. This would be again, which one is greater? So the relation, when you come here, it becomes smaller and it becomes greater. The relation is no relation, because they have no relation, because the signs are not equally defined with those two roots. Okay, hi Pooja. I hope now this is fine. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Can you go for next one? I have made you understand the basic that how this question can be solved. Can we go for this question? Come on, try. It's a easy, I would say. Just I would write down the roots now. Come on, do it like fast turbo way. The roots of x and y. Fast. It is very easy. The roots of x and y for this particular question. Again, this sign is of negative, so one root would be positive and other would be negative. X one root would be positive and other root would be negative. That's guarantee, which I've guided you. Okay. So 2x square minus 5x minus 2, 3 to the 6 minus 6x plus x. So the roots would be what? Can I say the roots would be 2 and minus 1 by 3? 2 comma minus 1 by 3. Correct? For this x, come on, cross check fast. Do it like fastly. Please don't get misunderstood by this is x. X equals to 2 comma minus 1 by 3. Correct. Let's go for value of y then. Y value, I would say you can get positive or negative. What you can get? Again, both the value would be negative. For y, the both value would be negative. Negative and negative. Just figure it out. How can you do it? 5 and 2, na, you can break this. You can break number by 5 and 2. Then now come on, this is easy for all of you. Minus 1 by 2 minus 1. This would be minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5. Minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 5. Can you compare? No comparison. Again, no relation. No comparison, no comparison. How can you compare? Let me write down y equals to 0.5 and y equals to 0.2. Let's say this is 0.20 na? In terms of percentage, this is 0.20, 0.50. Correct. Value of x is basically 2 and then minus 33.33. Correct. Or you can also write this is at 50%, minus 50%, minus 20%. Now please compare for this. Which one is greater? Obvious, x is greater. If you compare for this, which one is greater? Obvious, x is greater. Correct. For two values, x is greater, definitely. For this value, now see, minus 3.33 greater or minus 50% is greater. Of course, which one is greater? Come on. I hope you understood now. Again, you will say x will get a, but for this, your relation is getting opposite. For this value, your relation is getting opposite. So that's why answer would be no relation. Do like the session, everyone. Do like the session. Can we go for once more? Let's solve one more problem. Yeah, come on, try this. 6x square this is 6x square minus 40x plus 66 is equal to 0. How can you break? First of all, learn to break that I said now, always try to break that logic. How you can break? 66 into 6, yes, or you can also do like, again I have said median time, break like 11 into 6. This you can break like 3 into 6. That's up to you. Now see, yeah, 6 3s are 18, 11 2s are 22. 22 and 18 gives you 40. Correct? No? See, 22 and 18 gives you 40. So that would be like 6x square minus 22x minus 18x plus 66 is equal to 0. Now say me the roots fast. Say me the roots fast. Everyone. Yeah, that's very good. For roots, what is the value of x now? Pooja, say fast. First value is 3 and other is 11 by 3. I hope am I right? X value is 3 and then 11 by 3. Okay, then what is the value of y? 14. Okay, let's. How can you break this? Now 14y square. 14y square minus 58y plus 60. Again, you can break it like that. If you want to break, you can break this like that. This is again, you can break like, yeah, 28. 7 into 2, 14. This would be like 3 into 2 into 5 into 2. And this would be like 14. Let it be like 14 twos are. Okay. Thrice. 15 twos are 30. So 28 and 30. The sum would be 58. Right? 28 and 30. 28 and 30. Come on, say. One y value would be 15 by 7. First of all, 30, because 30 will be there, 15 by 7. And other y value would be 28 by 14, which is 2. Fine, makes sense? These are two values. Yeah. If these are the two values, can you just compare which one is greater? 3, 2. Which one is greater? No doubt, x is greater than y. Option number B is correct. Isn't B is correct, Pooja? Say, Pooja, isn't B is correct? Please check your answer. Isn't B is correct? Okay. Let's come to 1DI. I think this is the DI, which again we need to understand. First of all, what we're gonna do, see everyone, you need to answer this DI. I'll make you understand that how this DI can be done. Again, whenever, like this is, I would say my way of understanding your paper is that when they ask a question from average, they use the concept. Whenever they ask a question from average, no, whenever, we know average is what? We know average is basically sum of observation divided by number of observation. That we know, na? We know average is sum of observation divided by number of observation. That we know. Fine. And that we need to understand, they use the concept of sum always. That sum would be equal to average into n. This is very important concept when you are preparing for the pre-exam, especially focused in using this term. Average means sum divided by number, that's fine. But in the question, they have used lot of this concept. Sum equals to average into n. Okay, lot of time. You will see that. Solve PYQ, you will understand. Now, read the bar graph carefully and answer the questions. The bar graph shows the average number of students school A and B visiting on 5 days. Average number of student Monday, average Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. These are like average number of students on the scale of 0 to 70. Okay. So, first of all, again what we need to do? See, on Monday, student visiting from B is 16 more than A. Ratio of student visiting school on Monday to Fridays of B is given. We haven't given anything of A. Now the what should come in your mind while solving it? First of all, if you'll get the total, see, first of all, if you'll get the total, total, then from total means total, let's say on Monday you are having, let's say Y student. If you'll subtract from the ratio, but for that you need to figure it out the exact value. First you figure it out the total number of aspirant, correct? Because this is very important. But there it is given that from one thing you have taken, you can take out the value of B also, because B is 16 more from A. That you can understand. Let me just make you understand the first problem. I hope Pooja and everyone is getting that how to relate such kind of problem. Okay. See, first thing is that when you read it, half of the concept should be entered to your brain. Okay. Let us write down the exact data of these all the numbers. Okay. This is basically 44. Let me just write down. This is basically 52, 44. Write down everyone. This would be 60. This is 40. And this is in between 40 and 50. So you can write down 48. This should be approximately 48. Not approximately, this is 48. So again, this, if I need to figure it out the sum of students on Monday, what I'll do? On Monday, if I'll going for Monday, so Monday, students of A and B both, see how this has been done. A and B both will be 52 into 2, which is how much? 2 to the 4 and 5 to the 10, 104, correct? On Monday, student visiting from B is 16 more than A. This is the statement. Can I use this right now? Come on, say. Can I use this right now? So see, from here it is saying that, first of all, I can say A plus B is basically 104. But from the equation is saying that B is 16 more than A. They are saying what? B is 16 more than A. So I can say that B is 16 more than A. B is equal to 16 more than A. Can I just from this equation, can I figure it out the individual value of A and B? Pooja? Everyone needs to understand this. See, they haven't, in this kind of question, you need to react very fast. Then only you will understand. If then it is not possible. Correct? So, see, putting the value of B in this equation, A plus 16 plus A would be equal to 104. Correct? I hope you are getting, everyone. This is what we can do now. So, from here, I can say that 2A is equal to 104 minus 16, which is 88. 2A. The value of A would be 44. If A is 44, then B is 16 more. Now 6 more 50, then it would be 60. So see, the value of A and B you got for Monday. For Monday, you got the value of A and B. Is it right, everyone? For the same case, you need to go for total students for Tuesday. For the same case, you need to do total students for Wednesday. For the same case, you need to go for Thursday and then Friday. Isn't it? Say fast. Everybody in the class should say fast. Isn't everyone is getting or not? Say everyone. You guys are getting this? Now, I hope you understood. So, we will not waste the time in solving. I hope you got this thing. See, we need to do more and more questions. Okay. So, that's the reason we are not going to solve this. Okay. So, I'm giving you I'll share you the PDF, guys. You need to answer all these questions, right? You need to answer, and when you crack out that this graph now, only percentage changes are there. When you crack out this graph, only percentage changes are there. So I think you can solve that. That's not a big deal. Let's come to another set. Now this is again a caselet. Remember, I made you solve one of the caselet. I made you solve one of the caselet. Okay. This is again previous year question. Take a screenshot. I'll share you the PDF. Everybody in the class, I'll share you the PDF. I said the logic. This is also, read the following information carefully and answer the question given below. The information about the total number of students, boys and girls in 3 ABC colleges are given. So first of all, for the sake of easiest purpose, make a table like this, okay? So that, because on this 4 questions, 5 questions can depend. So write down like this, okay? A, B and C, A, B and C. And then write down boys and girls, like boys and girls, and then segregate the data, write down also the total, because total will help you in both the cases, and you can just apply the percentage tricks here. Fine. So please comment if you want the PDF, because this is like you can understand. I'll share you the PDF, guys. So for those who are new to the class, I would say we have launched RBI. We have launched RBI Assistant Mains Batch. So mains batch, okay. And the classes I am taking here is 8 PM. Okay. Then we have SBI Advanced Batch. We have SBI Advanced Batch. The classes again here is at, I would say, is at 5 PM. Now everybody knows me that what kind of content we are providing here, okay? If you are joining my mains batch, I can assure you, you will not regret yourself ki what kind of question you guys are solving. That's guaranteed. That's not normal questions. Approximately, I would say we are solving here like 600 sets. Per day, we are solving 3 sets. Here also per day, some of the paid learners are there. We are solving approximately 3 sets of good level. My way of teaching is that I make you understand the logic. And then I give you the homework to solve the question. And when you come and ask me a doubt, I repeat that. Okay. So these are the pointers, everyone. I hope you really like the video. Till then, keep shining and keep learning. Please comment in the comment section if you want this PDF. Okay. We'll come tomorrow with IBPS PO. Tomorrow at the same time at 11:25 I take a class. On YouTube, I'll come up with IBPS PO. Tomorrow I'll come with IBPS PO Pre. So do join me, guys, okay? Do join me. This is very important. This week we are going for previous year questions. Till then, I hope you really enjoyed the class. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Shining off, Agni Mitra. Bye. Take care. Bye-bye.